Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. Welcome to this edition of discussion on the Indian Express dated 6th of October 2022, and we'll have a review of some of the major highlights of the newspaper today. Let's begin with the discussion. From page number 6, GS3 Environment section. The article is headlined as Delhi Air Quality Poor, GRAP Measures Kick In. So GRAP, that is the Graded Response Action Plan, will be enforced in Delhi NCR region. From this article, you have to know about the Graded Response Action Plan and also the Air Quality Index, the various categories and the pollutants of the Air Quality Index. Further on, the major reasons behind Delhi, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh's poor air quality, the challenges related, and also what are the mitigation efforts. Moving on page number 9 from GS2 Governance sector, the article is headlined as IAS Officers Initiative Scales Up Students' Learning Level in Sangli Schools. So Sangli is a place in Maharashtra, and from this article you have to know about the Learning Improvement Program model of education and assessment in Sangli schools. Moving on page number 10 from GS2 Indian Polity, the article is headlined as A Political Plunge. So this article is again about freebies. So freebie debate can and should go in a political domain. The Election Commission has no place in it, says the article. From here you have to know what are the freebies, issues with the irrational freebies, and also Supreme Court's direction over the issue, the role of Election Commission, and moreover what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving on page number 10 itself from GS2 Governance sector. So the article is about recent Supreme Court's judgment on the abortion of unmarried women in India. It is headlined as Dear Unknown Friend. So the writer questions here that where women are defined by marital status, can Supreme Court abortion verdict make a dent? From this article, you have to know about the recent Supreme Court judgment on abortions of unmarried women in India, also the salient features of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy MTP Act 2021 and the criticisms of the Act, and also what are the challenges associated. Moving on page number 11 from GS2 Governance, the article is headlined as Is a Manifesto and IPO. So from this article, first of all, you have to know what is the Model Code of Conduct and also know about the Election Commission's proposal asking parties to quantify poll promises. Further on, the significance and challenges of making financial disclosures as a part of the Model Code of Conduct. And moreover, you have to know about the debate around freebies and the issues of internal democracy with political parties. Moving on page number 11 from GS3 Defense sector, the article is headlined as The General's Labyrinth. So this word means a complex structure. Now, as we know, recently, General Anil Chauhan was appointed as the second CDS of India. So here the writer predicts that converting flawed Agnipath into a success will be new CDS's acid test. From this article, you have to know about Agnipath scheme and issues around it. Also, what is the development of an integrated theatre command of defense forces? And with this, also study about the significance and challenges associated with this scheme. Moving on page number 13 from GS2 Indian Polity, the article is headlined as House Panels, Their Leaders and Role in Lawmaking. So from this article, you have to know what are the committees of Parliament and what do they do. Moreover, know about the constitution of these committees and members and how do discussions, debates in parliamentary committees differ from those in the Parliament. Alright. Moreover, the significance of parliamentary committee and what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving on to next article from page number 13, GS3 Science and Technology. It is headlined as Scientists Engineer Mosquitoes That Can't Spread Malaria, Offer Hope of Eradicating the Disease. From this article, you have to know about the transmission of malaria parasite and other diseases spreading through mosquitoes, and also what is the significance of the recent advancement that can help prevent transmission of the disease to humans, and also know about its applicability. Moving on page number 13 itself from GS2 Indian Polity, the article is about Collegium System. It is headlined as Collegium System, the way in which judges appoint themselves. So from this article, you have to know what exactly is the Collegium System first of all, also the constitutional significance of the system, also know about the second, third judges case, the evolution and criticisms of the system, and what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving on page number 14 and 15 from GS2 International Relations, the articles are headlined as Oil cut complicates EU's plan to put a price cap on Russia. And the second one, again, OPEC Plus agrees deep cuts to oil output despite US pressure. So from these articles, you have to know about the potential impact of oil caps on Russian oil, the fears of a global economic recession, and also know about OPEC Plus and its deepest cuts to the oil production. Further on, you can also know about the underproduction of oil and output problems due to the Western sanctions on countries such as Russia, Venezuela, and Iran. Moving on page number 15 from GS2, again Indian polity, the article is headlined as How New EU Digital Safety Law Compares with India's IT Rules. So from this article, you have to know about the Digital Services Act of European Union. Also, what is the significance of protection and regulation of users and fundamental rights online? Moreover, know about the Information Technology Rules 2021 in India, its key features, the significance, also what are the criticisms, and what is the possible scenario ahead. And with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Headlines of the Day, the Indian Express. I hope you liked the video. I will see you with some other video. Thank you so much for joining and do stay tuned.